We're back for another video. This is going to be bronzer declutters. I have a lot. Like if I zoom out here, there's a lot. So I have quite a few. We're gonna try to do some good decluttering today and see what's worth keeping and what's worth passing on. The first bronzer is the Kevyn Aucoin bronzer. This is in the shade medium. It's the Sculpting. This is a wonderful contour shade. I really like this. It's been repackaged since I purchased this. I am going to keep it because it is a really, really nice contour shade, nice and cool tone. So it works really well for my skin. So I will hang on to this one. This used to be like a cult favorite from the Balm. And I've had this one for a while, so I think I'm going to pass this one on. I just have not used it in years. This one I will either throw away or, yeah, I'll probably throw this one away. I've had it for quite a long time. All right, next is this MAC Sculpting and Defining Powder. And this is in the shade Dark. And I've never used it. I think I've swatched it once. It's way too orange for me. I thought this would make a good bronzer. This is their like more pressed, kind of like that baked gelée formula, which you'll see in a bunch of MAC bronzers. This one has just never been the right tone, so I'm going to pass that one on. This is a newer bronzer. This is from the Balm. I think these must have replaced the, maybe they still make the Bahama Mama bronzer. But this one, they came out with 3 colors. 2 of them I already decluttered, but this is the one I kept, and this one is in the shade Oscar. It's a nice, cool toned bronzer. I think this is the lightest of the shades, and this one works really well for my skin tone, so I'm gonna keep that one. This is the Marc Jacobs Omega Tantastic bronzer. I love this one. I'm keeping that one. It smells like coconuts. I think they re-released this. It's a humongous bronzer, and the tone works really well for my skin, so I'm keeping that one. This was from a few years ago, but it's one of my favorite bronzers ever. It's from Sephora, and it's their Sol de Rio bronzing powder. Again, it's huge, but I love the tone of this because it's so great for like light contouring, because it is more of that cooler tone bronzer without being too gray. So it kind of is nice because you can bronze and contour with it, and it's not too orange for my skin. So I love this one. The thing with having too many bronzers is you kind of forget all of the good ones that you have. So I'm gonna hang on to that one because you can't get this one anymore, and it's really, really nice. Maybe you can, maybe they renamed it, but this one's fantastic. Okay, these are the Becca bronzers, which I really like. This one is in Bali Sands. I'll keep that one. It's really great for my skin tone. It does have like a little bit of shimmer, but you don't really see it on the skin. I don't hear very many people talk about this, but if you want a very natural bronzer, this one's really nice. I would say it's pretty comparable to the feel of the butter bronzers from Physicians Formula, but just like a higher end version. So I like Bali Sands. I'll keep that one. Okay, this one is a MAC one in Delicates. Again, it's that baked formula. This one's pretty dark. I think I'm gonna pass that one on because it's a little too dark for my skin tone and a little bit too orangey red. But I really like this formula. I have another one right here. This one is in Golden Rinse. I will keep this one because, as you can see, it's almost gone. So I'll probably just finish this one up so I can back to MAC it. But Golden Rinse worked really good for my skin. I think that this one might be a little too dark. So all I've ever done is swatch it. So I might try to sell that one on Mercari, which I will link my Mercari store in the description box. Okay, this is a little Sigma one. It's their Mellow Powder Blush, but it's actually a really nice contour shade. As you can see there, it's a little bit lighter, a very smooth powder. I don't have very many Sigma products, but you can see it's not super gray toned. Like, I don't remember which one this one was, but it works really nice for my skin. So I think I will keep this one. All right, the next one is a Too Faced one. This is the Milk Chocolate Soleil. I love these ones. I've decluttered a ton of the Too Faced bronzers before, but the milk chocolate one I do really like. This one I haven't even used yet. I'm gonna keep it because I use that one quite often. I have another Milk Chocolate Soleil. I don't need 2 of them. I actually think I have another one right here of milk chocolate, so dang it. The one that I've never used, this one right here that's still in the package, I will pass that on. I also have just the regular Chocolate Soleil, which is almost gone. This one's great for in the summer if you have a little bit more of a tan, but if you are more fair, this one's really nice. They also have a dark chocolate. So shoot, I don't need both of these. Okay, I'm gonna pass on the first one that I showed you. I don't need 2 of them, so I'm gonna pass 2, since I had a total of 3. I'll pass 2 on, I'll keep 1, and I will keep this one just to finish it up. 2 of the Lottie London Tan Time bronzers, 1 in light medium and 1 in medium dark. Those just look so orange. Yeah, that just looks, that one's too dark for sure. That just looks too orange. I'm gonna pass both of these on. They're just a little bit too dark and too orange for me. I know I'm gonna keep these. These are the NARS, what do they call these ones? It's their new formula. I haven't even touched this one yet. This is Casino. It's a little bit darker, so I got this for the summer, so I'm keeping that. I love this formula. I'm also going to keep Laguna. I really like that one. I don't know if you can get something similar to this anymore. This was a Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder, I think, or Lancome. Estee Lauder. I really like this because it is a really light, kind of cooler tone bronzer, and then a darker cooler tone bronzer, and then mixed together are really nice. I don't think you can get it anymore, so I'm gonna keep that. So far I'm not doing too good. It Cosmetics Matte Bronzer. Ooh, that looks nice. I think I'm gonna pass this on. I think I've had it for a long time. It feels a little dry, so I'm gonna pass that one on, or throw it in the garbage. All right, I have a couple of these Colourpop ones. I don't have many. This one, and they don't have the names on them either. It just says highlighter bronzer. That's too orange, so I'm gonna pass this one on. I don't even know the color names. That one looks nice, but they're super smooth. So that one's got like a nice little glow to it. All right, I'm gonna pass this one on too and just keep this one. So passing on these 2, keeping this one. Okay, this is a newer one from Anastasia. This is in Rosewood. I'm gonna keep that. I actually really like their bronzers. They're really, really smooth and really, really nice. So I'm gonna keep this one as well, which is a newer one. A couple Makeup Geek ones. This one is in Sunkissed, which I like that color. And this one is in Tawny. I'm gonna pass Tawny on because that's just too dark. I'll keep Sunkissed because I do like this bronzer. All right, here's some more Becca ones. This one is in, oh yeah, I like this one. This one's in the shade Capri Coast. Let's see. All right, that one is in Capri Coast. This one is in Maui Nights. Oh, that's way too dark. Definitely just gonna pass that on. And this one is in the shade Bronzed Bondi, which I think I'll pass that one on too. So I'll keep the 2 lighter shades and pass on the 2 darker shades that I have. Couple of these Boots number 7. I really like the one in Golden Sand. I already finished one. This one's in Golden Sand. What's this? Caramel. And this one's in Caramel. I think I'm gonna keep both of these. This bronzer, if you've not tried it, is one of the best drugstore bronzers I've ever tried. The Golden Sands one I used to use in my videos all the time, and then I finished it. Gosh, I'm really not doing very good. This is Matte Bronze from MAC. I really like this matte bronzer, and I like the packaging. It's like it's an older collection. They don't swatch super great, but I do like matte bronze. Bronze, blush, and highlight are gonna be the hardest to declutter. Okay, this one is in Delphic, which I remember this used to be like really hard to find. I'm gonna keep Delphic because I just remember how badly I wanted Delphic. What's this one in? Firebrush. Oh, that's pretty too, but that looks really glittery. I'm gonna pass on Firebrush. It's too glittery. I'm gonna keep Delphic because I just remember how hard that was to find when it came out. This is Amazing Makeup Forever Pro Fusion. Obviously, I have used quite a bit of it. This is a great, again, kind of that baked gelée formula. I love this. It's not going anywhere. Too Faced Bronzed and Poreless. Guess I'll declutter this one since I kept the other Too Faced bronzer. 2 of the Urban Decay bronzers. This one is in Sunkissed. These are really nice. I don't know if they repackaged these or the new bronzers they just came out with are just like totally different. As you can see, one's a little bit more, this one has a little bit more red tone. That one's a little bit more like of a yellow toned. Oh, they're just so smooth. Oh my gosh. I need to pull these out. So you can see it's like a little bit more pinky and a little bit more bronzy brown. I'm gonna keep these. I mean, I have decluttered a few. I did do a big declutter that I didn't film a while ago, where I did get rid of a ton of bronzers, if that, you know, is any consolation. 2 little Smashbox ones. This one is in Suntan Matte and Sun Kissed Matte. So this was like a little small travel size. Gosh, they're just so smooth. That's pretty. What about this one? I don't love the packaging. I think I'm gonna pass both of these on. I just don't reach for them enough. And I think I've kept ones that I like a lot more. So I'll probably sell these on Mercari. Some of the coolest packaging from MAC has like little water droplets. This is in Refined Golden. This is from the permanent collection too. Like this color is not a limited edition color. I love the packaging, but the bronzer is just like a little too much for me. So as much as I love the packaging, I'm gonna pass it on, sell it on Mercari. Okay, this is my favorite glowy bronzer of all times. The Too Faced Sweet Tea. I love it. This one I haven't even touched or opened yet. This is my backup. And then this is the one I've used. It is one of the best glowy bronzers ever. I'm absolutely keeping it because I'm probably gonna declutter maybe some of these other bronzers. But that one is just awesome. All right, this one is Medium Deep Mineralized Skin Finish, which I used to use as a bronzer. I'm running out of, oh, that's pretty. Keeping it. Gosh, you guys. Okay. Benefit Hoola. I've been using this a lot lately and I remember how much I love it. So I'm going to keep the Benefit Hoola. I've just been loving it as a contour and I haven't even tried this yet, but I'm wondering if that's too light. I mean, it looks very light. Let me swatch it. I wonder if this would be a good nose contour because it's so light. I'm going to hang on to it because I really want to try it, especially when I'm more fair. I don't have super, super light bronzers. So far, I am failing this declutter. This is the Pro Sculpting Duo from Makeup Forever. I'll pass this along. I've never liked this bronzer color. I do like this highlight, but I have other Makeup Forever highlights that are that similar shade. So I'm going to pass that on. All right, this Bye Bye Pores bronzer. I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm gonna put this in the I don't know pile because that one's I'm torn on. All right, this is the Catrice Deep Bronze Bronzer. I wanna say that I really liked this. Yeah, I like this color. I like this color a lot. I'm gonna keep that, and it's drugstore. I don't have a ton of drugstore bronzers going on here. All right, I have 2 Tarte ones. This one is Park Avenue Princess. And this one is Hotel Heiress. I'm gonna pass both of these on only because I'm gonna show you I have another Tarte contour palette. So I don't need these, so I'll pass those on. This is Jouer Bronzer in Suntan. Let's see. I think I'm gonna pass this on. I don't even think I've ever used it. Yeah, I'm gonna pass that on. All right, Cover FX. This is in Suntan, and then I also have it in the shade Sun-Kissed, which you can tell I use Sun-Kissed a lot. It's a great nose contour. It's basically what I use it for, so I'm keeping that. This is a nice contour shade too. And I'm gonna keep this one for contouring. Most of the bronzers I kept are more warmer tone. So I like to have a variety of warm tone and cool tone bronzers. All right, this is the Sun Lover bronzing powder from Catrice, I think. Yeah. Oh, it looks very glittery. Oh, but it's kind of pretty. Oh, that one's kind of pretty. Okay, let me set that aside. Let me swatch this one. What is this? Global Glow from MAC. Wow, I'm gonna pass on Global Glow. It's a little too glittery for me. I think I'll sell that one on Mercari. This is South Beach from Ciate. That's kind of pretty. Where do I swatch you? Oh, that's very orange. Yeah, I'm gonna pass that on. It's way too orange for me. This is the Butter Bronzer. This is a different shade than the one I used before. This one's called Light Bronzer. The one I used before was just the regular one. I love the smell. Ooh, that's a nice shade. Gosh, it smells so nice. I'm gonna keep this one because I haven't tried this shade. I like the lighter ones to do, you know, a little nose contouring and when I'm a little fair. All right, this is Ritual from Laura Mercier. It's kind of like a bronzer, blush, glowy. Oh, so pretty. My friend Laura gave this to me, so like there's no way I could ever part with this. All right, this is MAC Give Me Sun. This is like really orange, but it's such a cult favorite. But it just doesn't work on my skin tone. I gotta get rid of it. This is the Sweetie Pie from Too Faced. And I think once you get past like the glitter coat, it's actually a really nice light kind of satiny bronzer. So I want to keep that because I still want to give it a try. This is from Rouge Bunny Rouge. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard anyone talk about them in forever. This is a really pretty cool toned bronzer. I like that shade. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. I'm really doing okay, but I'm not doing great. I have 3 Hourglass ones. I'm keeping them. This one's Radiant Bronze Light. This one is Luminous Bronze Light, and this one is Diffused Bronze Light. They're all a little bit different. I'll swatch each one. So you can see it's like a really light, almost pinky toned one. If I could get rid of anyone, I think I'll get rid of this one actually. This one is Luminous Bronze Light, is that it? Oh, but it's so pretty. I don't want to get rid of any of them. Diffused, Radiant. I'm keeping them, I can't. I just love them. And they're Hourglass, they were super expensive and I spent my money on them and I might as well keep them. This is from PUR. Do I want to keep this? It's so pretty though. I'm gonna pass this on because I just kept all those Hourglass ones. I need to have some self-control here. All right, I'm gonna pass on the Bye Bye Pores one too because I just haven't been wowed by it. I'm gonna pass on it. Okay, MAC Harmony. This is a great contour. Personal Style. I'm keeping these MAC ones because this one's in Taupe. This one is in Next to Skin, which is phenomenal if you are fair and you like a super cool tone one. I'm gonna pass on this next one because I have these MAC ones. And I think I'll pass on the Makeup Geek one too, since I'm keeping these MAC contours. They're just so nice for that really like perfect contour shade. I already got rid of 29 bronzers. I mean, I kept quite a few, but I got rid of 29. I gotta like not pay attention to how many I kind of kept and be proud that I decluttered 29. Let's see how many more we can declutter. The Chanel Tan de Chanel. I love this. I put a pretty good dent in it. I'm keeping that. It's a really good cream bronzer and I love using this in the summer. Okay, this is a bronze airbrush bronzer. I have not used this yet. I bought this from Sephora to use in a video and I haven't used it yet. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll probably use it in video if it's still available, but I think this is a product that I just need to like spray on a tray or like on a little dish and then go in with a beauty blender. So I'm gonna keep that because I actually haven't got to play with it yet. This is the NARS Laguna Liquid. Absolutely love this. It's a phenomenal liquid bronzer. This is gonna be harder for me to declutter through this because I've already decluttered all of the cream and liquid bronzers I don't like, and this is kind of what I was left with. All right, this YSL, I'm keeping this because I actually have been using this a lot lately and I've made a pretty big dent. So this is what's been on my vanity and I'm just trying to finish it up because I have a huge dent in it. But this is phenomenal. If you have never tried this, it's a great cream bronzer. They have a bunch of different shades. Mine is in the shade, I think it's Fawn, but this is fantastic. I'm gonna put this back on my desk. Sonia Kashuk cream bronzer. I used to say that this was a dupe for the Chanel one. It's really nice. This is just the darker shade, which is too dark for me, and I've had this since I lived at my old house, so it's been like 5 years, so I'm gonna toss this one in the trash. Okay, I have this Laura Mercier bronzer. It was sent to me in PR. Oh, it's actually not a cream bronzer. It is a powder bronzer. Should have been in with the other pile. I haven't even tried this, so I really want to try that. Probably haven't tried it because it's been in the wrong pile. This is the cream one. Let's give it a swatch. Looks really dark. That is way too dark. I'm definitely passing that on. I actually might trash that one because it looks like it's kind of dried out. I love this. This is a Strobe liquid lotion in Golden Elixir. Let me make sure it doesn't smell funny. Okay. Wow, isn't this so pretty? Oh, I gotta toss it. Yeah, it smells really bad. I knew I had it for a while, but it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna back to MAC this because it smells like Play-Doh. All right, this is a Makeup Forever HD Ultra Stick in Y505. I thought this would be a good contouring stick because I love it as a foundation. And I'm wondering if it's gonna be a little too orange on me though. I'll declutter that one. I'm gonna declutter these Urban Decay Naked Skin as well. I thought I would use them as contour, like liquid contour, but I just never do, so I'm gonna pass those on. All right, this is also from Laura Mercier, I think. Yeah. It's a glittery kind of bronzer stick. I'm gonna pass that on because I know I won't use it. This is the Sculpt and Glow from Model Zone. I've heard great things about it. I just haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to keep that. This MAC one is also really good. This is in Pure Sculpture. It's a really nice cream contour. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, this is the Wet n Wild Cushion Contour. And let's see if it's, oh, it's not dried out. Oh my gosh, this is like literally, I'm being so messy. This is really nice. But I also have the Sephora I Heart Cushion Bronzer. This packaging though is just like, oh, this is dried out for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter both of these. This one's very dried out and this one is really watery. So I'm gonna just toss these ones in the trash. I'm gonna keep this, it's a MAC Studio Stick. I really like this. This one is in Bare End and Earth Nut. This one is a nice contour shade. They blend beautifully into the skin. This side has a highlight and they just are really nice. So I'm gonna keep this. I have a bunch of these Colourpop. I guess they don't make these anymore, but I really like them. There's some highlight shades in here too. So I'm gonna actually keep these all because I already decluttered all of the shades that I don't like. And these are what I kept. So I'm gonna keep those. This Burberry stick is awesome. This is in the shade, it just says Face Contour. It's a little bit cooler toned. I really like that one. Oh, I'm also keeping my Anastasia tawny one as well. No, it's in Fawn. The Anastasia contour stick, I'm keeping that one, but I forgot to grab it. Okay, the Hoola contour stick. I really just love contour sticks because they're so easy. I just want to keep that one too. I already decluttered the liquid Hoola because that one just was not good. Okay, this is the CC Bronzer. Well, let's do this. This Glotion Deep Glow, I'm gonna declutter that because it's more of a glowy product and I just have enough things like that that I don't need it. This one is, oh, this is a highlighting stick. This should be in the highlights, liquid highlights. So I'm gonna have to move that over there, but I'm keeping that. Okay, the CC Bronzer. I just think I don't know how to use this. Like it's a, like do I put this all over my face? Do I just pour some out and then blend it as a contour? I love that shade. That shade is like a wonderful contour shade. So I think I gotta play with it and figure out how to use it because it's a full coverage CC bronzer, but I wouldn't put it all over my face because then it's like a foundation. So I think I just need to pump a little bit out and then blend it or like mix it with a lighter foundation. I just don't know how to use this. So that's why I haven't, but I think it's because I've been afraid to play with it. So I'm gonna keep it and see if I can make it work. All right, Bronze Your Selfie Skin Perfecting Face and Body Liquid Bronzer from PUR. Same kind of thing, just did not know. Does this have a pump? No, no pump. Okay, well that's a bummer. Really, no pump? That's weird. Okay, so it just comes in a tube like this. Oh, this looks very shimmery. I used to keep stuff like this thinking I was gonna put it on my body and I never do. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this one on because it's a little bit too orange and I'm not really digging the shimmer. And then I will keep this. I really do like the Maestro Liquid Summer. This is a really nice bronzing liquid, so I'm keeping that. We're finishing up this video with my palettes, contour or bronzing palettes. And then I'll do a whole separate video for blushes and highlights and all of that. So let's start with the Tarte Glow. Palettes are sometimes hard for me because they like consist of usually blush, bronzer, highlights, or bronzer and highlights. This one, I like the highlights in it, but I just never, like that is just too dark. I gotta pass this on. I like the highlights, but I don't reach for this cream contour. It's just too dark for me. And that's just so pretty, but I can't keep it just for one. So I'm going to probably sell that one on Mercari. I am keeping this. I love this. I don't hear like really anyone talk about it, and it's such a good palette. The Smashbox Cali contour, I love it. This is a wonderful contour, a beautiful like nudie rose blush. Why are you not focusing? The highlight's pretty. It's just a great palette, so I'm keeping that because it's just really good. All right, the Cocoa Contour, this is like my most watched video on my channel, was this palette, and I like it, but I just always forget to use it. Since I have kind of these shades already, I'm gonna pass this on because I have it already in like the bronzer. But this is a really good palette if they still sell it. All right, the Sweet Peach Glow, I'm gonna pass this on. The bronzer's really light, it's okay. The blush is pretty and the highlight is pretty. I just don't reach for it often, and I have highlights that I like more, blushes I like more, and bronzers I like more. But it's super cute. It smells delicious. All right, I'm gonna keep this because I just need to finish it up. This is in Paloma from NARS. This is a wonderful under eye setting powder, and this is a nice bronzer, but I mainly used it for the under eye setting powder. But I do like the bronzer too, so I'm gonna keep this so I can, you know, finish it up. This is the Anastasia Contour Kit. I really like this one. It's the lighter one. So I'm gonna keep this because I need to pull this one out. It's a good one. But I will pass on this one. This one's an old It Cosmetics My Sculpted Face. I just never reach for it, so I'm gonna pass that on. See, I'm doing better here. Okay, I have two Kat Von D Shade and Lights. This is the one that I've been using a lot. I love this shade. I love this shade. These ones are a little bit dark. But then I have this one that the middle color is still there. So I think I'll keep this one and I'll pass this one on to see if any of my friends want it. Now, these two palettes are very similar. This one is the Kylie Cosmetics Skinny Dip. And then this one is from Makeup Revolution, I think, or Makeup, yeah, I think it's Makeup Revolution. Actually, they're very similar, but a little bit different. I'm actually gonna keep both because I really like both of them. Drugstore pricing, obviously, and look, you can see like the little drips, that's like the Kylie Cosmetics drips. I really like these, and I think they're really great for traveling when I don't want to bring a ton of highlighters. So I'll keep those. I'm going to sell this on Mercari. The Marc Jacobs, I just never reach for it. I've literally maybe used it 2 times, maybe 3 times. This is in Mirage Filter. It's a great product. I just never reach for it. I don't use matte highlights all that often, and I just really like my other Marc Jacobs bronzer, so I'll probably sell that one. All right, this is from Colourpop. I don't know the name because it's not on here. I've already decluttered quite a few of these. I'm gonna declutter this one too. That bronzer is just a little too orange. I love the highlight, but I don't really like the bronzer. This is newer Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I'm gonna keep that. It's really, really nice. I love how light the contour is. This is also another good cheap one. This is from Catrice, the Prime and Fine. I'm gonna keep that one. Again, great for traveling, and I love the tone. This is another really good one from NYX. I like this one because I do really like this powder. It's very finely milled, and it's nice and light for my skin tone. The highlight's okay, but this contour, actually, I'm gonna declutter this. Since I'm keeping some of the other ones, I'll declutter that one. It is really nice though. The Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers. This is super cute. I keep thinking like I'll travel with it. I'll have all the different bronzers, but I just never use it. So I'm gonna pass that on. See, I'm doing a little better. All right, this Becca, this one is called the Sunchaser palette. It has a bronzer, blush, and highlight. I'm gonna pass this on. I just don't reach for it. And I kept a lot of those bronzers already from Becca, so I'm gonna pass that on. This is the Master Bronze. I really like this from Maybelline. It works well for my skin tone. So I'll keep that one because I do like the variety in that. This is the Makeup Forever Jessie J palette. These bronzer contours are phenomenal. This blush I could probably declutter because I just don't tend to gravitate towards those real pinky blushes. But I do really like that contour shade. This is another one that just had a bunch of randos in it. They sent a bunch of singles, so I just put these together. So I'll keep those because I do really like them. I may declutter the blush at some point, but I did declutter quite a few high-end and drugstore bronzers. So I did better than I thought I was gonna do. And keep in mind, I do like random declutters every couple months and I just don't film them. So I'd already decluttered probably, I don't know, 15 bronzers or so not too long ago. So here I am decluttering even more. Some people might not call this cutthroat, but when you really love makeup, it is really hard to get rid of some products. And those are all the ones I got rid of. Like, that's a lot of bronzers. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up and check out my other declutter videos. I'm decluttering basically every topic of makeup. So I have a few up already, and go ahead and check those out, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.